Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on, well, it's the best of night in the NBA and all across the world. New Year's Eve. Greg, do players enjoy taking the court tonight?
Yeah, most do. It comes with the territory of being a pro athlete. And I'll tell you guys what, these fans are pumped up. This is going to be a great atmosphere.
A look at the Magic starting group. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bane. And it's Carter in at the center position. So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Here's Siakam. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam, so he's comfortable in the painted area, does nice work there.
Banchero outside. Here's the three, and there's Bane. That's good on the assist from Banchero.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Nesmith. Last time, 14 points for him. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. From outside the arc. And Bane pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon. And it's a big reason they've taken the lead. And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Now, here's Bane. His last outing, he had 18 points from beyond the arc and then some. Bane's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Magic. Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Siakam for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And look at what they did in the fourth quarter. Just totally out of sync and lacking in intensity. And that turned into that huge comeback.
Boy, Franz Wagner, he is 6'10", folks, but really gifted offensively. Can do a little bit of everything. Nice pass there.
On the wing, Mathurin. He's defended by Wagner. Mathurin against Wagner. Mathurin passes to Huff. From the wing, Carter pulls it in.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Back to Suggs.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside, Bane. Capitalizes off the crossover. Bane's got 8 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Siakam. Off the run. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. And so Suggs with it. He brings it up for Orlando. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
In his vicinity, I promise you, Carter Jr. is going to catch the basketball. Woo-hoo-hoo!
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force. It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. is here for the Pacers. Shepard's checked in for Aaron Nesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Andrew Nembhard. The Magic making a switch here. Here's Black. He's covered by McConnell. To the middle. The shot's good from Batadze.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
McConnell passes to Huff. Beyond the arc. De Silva with the rebound.
If he's got that much space, he's got the green light. He just doesn't make it.
Here's Bane.
And the guy knows how to score. Bane manipulating the D there to his advantage.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game.
Desmond Bane taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And what you love about Bane is just how hard he works. His drive to keep getting better on display.
Isaac's checked in for the Magic. He hits the second from the line. Pacers trail by 11. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. McConnell scanning the floor. Here's Jackson. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's De Silva. With 1 on the clock, and it's in there. Bane's got 11.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And so it's the Orlando Magic. 13 points up at the end of the period. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And so in the game for the Magic, Isaac out there with Goga Batadze. Then there's Desmond Bane. Then there's Black. And it's De Silva in at the 3. Here are the Magic now after Indiana gets the 3. Pass to Batadze. Isaac outside. Back to Batadze. Over in the corner, Isaac. 4 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers trail by 10. Eldor's T.J. McConnell has been labeled a connector for both his contributions on and off the court.
You know, Ken, this is a high-energy player that you know what to expect on a nightly basis in terms of work habits and teammate skills. He's the legit perfect backup guard. He wants to orchestrate the offense and be disruptive on defense.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, the Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team." Back to you guys.
A young, exciting team. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Black. He had 27 points last game. The Magic again can't hit. Down low, Isaac with the steal. It's stolen by Shepard. Pass to McConnell. This one for three. And it's Orlando with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. And a wide-open look for Payne. From outside, off the mark. Pacers trail by 10. McConnell kicks to Matthews. That's good. It's McConnell with the assist. Matthews has got 6 points.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. With the new group on the floor. Orlando also making some changes. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Franz Wagner comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Suggs in for Bane. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now Black. He has yet to score. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Pacers trail by 7. Siakam passes to Nembhard. Back to Siakam. And he banks in the layup. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
And here are the Pacers now. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. Back to Nembhard. Off target from outside. Magic leading by 5. Pass to Suggs. Here's Banchero. And it's denied. Siakam left side. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, Pascal Siakam has the ability to play on the inside and score with that length.
Pass to De Silva. With his first shot attempt, it's rebounded by Indiana. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them. At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Pass to Nembhard. And so Indiana again turning it over.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes. Fires from way outside. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Magic. They lead by 3. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports.
your attention to center court. And get ready for the fair half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
Greetings, Shaq Kenny and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Well, right now for Indiana, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
And how about we dig into that first half we just saw? The Pacers are in a close contest.
Guys taking shots for them, trying to do too much all at once. I think it's jamming up their flow.
Yeah, everyone has to have a role on the offensive end. Share the ball and trust your teammates.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bane.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Pacers trail by 3. In the front court, the forwards, Mathurin and Siakam. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Nesmith. And it's Huff in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Well, Orlando's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. To the paint. Outside, Suggs. That 3 off the mark. And the Pacers shooting struggles apparent, 37% from the field. Back to Siakam. For the tie, Banchero grabs the board.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
When it comes to underappreciated players, Doris, in the league, Pascal Siakam comes to mind.
You know, Kev, underrated is a word you have to be careful with because these guys are all NBA players. But Pascal Siakam is always available. He's a two-way force. He can score in many kinds of systems, and he is going to absorb an elite defensive assignment. This guy is so good.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Back to you, Kevin.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Suggs, following the score by Indiana. Banchero outside. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Nembhard with it. Still scoreless. Pass to Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. A three-pointer, no good. And so Wagner will bring it up for Orlando. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Banchero outside. Nembhard against Suggs. Shoots over Nembhard. The Magic again can't hit. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Mathurin. Siakam, a screen on Wagner. Mathurin for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wagner wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Wagner's got himself on the board with 3 there.
something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle.
Timeout.
He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Then you know what to do. Show us your move. Let's see those dance moves. Next. Shake it.
Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for the Pacers. Walker comes in for Pascal Siakam. And to change for the Magic. Black's checked in. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. On the wing, Walker. Back to Mathurin. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so here's Orlando. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Bain passes the punch. And then Carter with the jam.
Boy, you see Carter Jr. use every bit of that 7'5" wingspan. Boy, it is tough to guard around the rim. Look out.
Here's Nembhard. Hasn't made one yet. Mathurin for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Mathurin's got the lead up to 1 now for the Pacers. Wagner finds Banchero. Carter outside. Now, here's Bain. Back to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
They can see in the movement there the athleticism Wendell Carter Jr. possesses. Really solid cut after setting the screen.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Nembhard. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Baseline J on the way. Doesn't go for it. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Magic lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
So we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. They've got Goga Bitadze. Anthony Black is out there with Suggs. Then there's Wagner. And it's De Silva in at the 4. Now here's McConnell following the missed shot by Franz Wagner. And here is Siakam. Pass to Walker. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Puts it up. Siakam misses.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Wagner from long range. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bounce pass from McConnell. Pass to Shepard from deep. The shot that time not on target. The Magic with the lead. Inside, here's Black, and he uses the glass on the layup. Black's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Magic.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Here are your Pacers Breaker Dance Crew.
Change here. Ruff's checked in. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now, my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Now, here's McConnell. Back to Walker. 5 on the clock to tie it up. A shot by McConnell, no good. Magic leading by 3. Pass to De Silva. Off target with his 3. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still.
Well, with that 6'9" length, right? Siakam uses those long limbs to create contact, get himself some free throws. Nicely done.
At the line, for the Pacers, Pascal Siakam, 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Boy, the evolution of Pascal Siakam has been such a pleasure to watch. The work ethic is commendable, and he's learning how to be a leader, guys.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Jarris Walker. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Shepard. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Here's Wagner from outside. 3. Good.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
Now Mathurin takes the 3. The shot misses.
If you're trying to make a comeback, that is the kind of shot that doesn't help.
Now Banchero. Not that time. It won't go. Nembhard against Suggs. Layup no good.
2 minutes.
Here's Banchero. Outside, Bane. The long shot, no good. Pacers trail by 5. Now Siakam. And he banks the layup in.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big
Bain. Now Wagner. Beyond the arc. And it misses. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Mathurin rips it down with 2 hands.
And wow, Mathurin, the youngster, making his presence known.
Now Banchero. Now Bain. Fires the 3. That one is off. 55 seconds left in the fourth to take the lead.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
Indiana State, everyone. Let's get excited.
Outside, Bain. From 11, it misses. And so here is Indiana. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Siakam inside. He's covered by Banchero. Mathurin misses the 3. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Guys, what are their best options now?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead. So you've got to draw the play to make it happen.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bain with it. Puts up the 3, And there's the three.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
Siakam missed on the three. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now we present the player of the game, Desmond Bane.